Stingray? Oh, it's a stingray. Okay. Yes, the spot for our stingrays, guys, as we go out. That's a female stingray. So there is some plastic cups on top of the water cooler. So grab yourself some water whenever you're ready. And when you're done with your cup, there is a trash behind the water cooler to dispose of your cups. Alright guys, so our captain is just coming off the dock, as you can see. So we're in 10 feet, between 8 to 10 feet. But you're going to see the water dropping off to 35 feet today. And the temperature of this water, guys, is 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. And the visibility is very nice today, as you can see. So as we go out, please keep your eyes open for stingrays. We're very well known for stingrays, very common. And turtles and barracudas, pufferfish, and nurse sharks today. And if you see any of these guys, please shout into the cabin so that everybody else can see. So we're going to turn to the right in a minute or so. And our first side is going to be a shipwreck on the left side, the port side of the submarine. The captain is going to make a turn. It will be on the starboard side, which is the right side. So that is our first side for today. We're going to go further out into the shore, into the coral reefs as well. And you'll see stingrays on the sun all the time. Like when you saw the stingray on the left, they're gliding on the sun looking for a worm on the sun, known as the garden eel. And those are worms that sticks his body in and out of the sun. So that's what the stingrays are looking for. So that was a female as well. The female is bigger than the male stingray as well. And they're called the southern stingrays in Grand Cayman. So here comes the shipwreck in a minute or so. The wreck of the Cali. I'm going to tell you a story about she's sunk. She's in pieces, guys, when you see it as well. And we do get Stingray City on the other side of the island, so that's the reason why we're very well known for stingrays. And if you go to Stingray City, there is lots of friendly stingrays there, and you're going to be standing in 3 feet of water, and you're going to be surrounded with stingrays. And they love squid. So we feed them squid and we hug and kiss them all the time. And if you guys kiss a female stingray, that's 7 years good luck. And if you kiss a male stingray, that's 14 years good luck. I do it all the time. I get a lot of good luck. So I recommend you to go visit Stingray City the next time we come back to Grand Cayman. Alright, so here she comes, guys. Have your phones taken out if you want to take some pictures of the shipwreck. I go diving here all the time. We go looking for pufferfish on the shipwreck as well. A turtle? There's a turtle on the left side, guys. A small turtle. But he's swimming really quickly. He's trying to escape the submarine. Yeah. It's a small turtle. Here comes the shipwreck. So there's a turtle. She's still on the shipwreck, so keep your eyes open on the turtle. Alright, so this shipwreck was 175 feet long and 25 feet wide when she sunk in 1948. The captain of the Cali wanted it to be faster, so he decided to fit 2 diesel engines into it. However, when the Cali was leaving Cuba with the cargo, she found a big storm on the way. And during this storm, one of the diesel engines fell clear and punctured the hull of the ship, and the water began to flood. It was not too bad at the point until the water reaches the cargo hold. Why, guys? Because the cargo had 9 tons of rice. And you guys know what happens to rice when it gets wet? It expands. So the rice grew so big that it split the ship into pieces, and the ship sank in 15 feet of water and 50 yards from shore. Everybody died. I'm just kidding. But the good news is, the captain and the crew could make their way back to shore, so everybody survived. Very soon, guys, as well. So here comes some corals coming in, guys. Right here, 1, 2. And corals provide food and shelter for all the fish that you see in the reef. And these are brain corals, as they look like brains as well. And most of these fish are eating all the algae that is on the corals. So they're keeping our corals nice and healthy. And as I said, these are brain corals as they look like brains. And some look like cauliflowers, mushrooms, plants, and other types of shapes. Corals come in different types of shapes. And sunlight also grows the corals as well. They get their nutrients from the sun. You will only find corals in shallow water because they're getting all the sunlight from above to grow. Sunlight only stretches to 300 feet deep in water. Very little sunlight. And below that, it starts to get really dark. So you can only find corals in shallow water only. And they can live for thousands of years. Corals can grow for a very long, can live for a very long time, as long as we take care of these corals as well. And the brown color, that is algae that's growing on the corals. I give the corals this color, the brown color, that's algae. And most of the fish that you see in the coral are balancing algae on the corals to keep it healthy. We have made a turn now, so here comes the shipwreck on your right side. You take your pictures. We might see a pufferfish on the shipwreck, and that is a fish that can pump up to 3 times the size of a balloon whenever they feel threatened, and they have spines all over their body when they puffed up. So that's why they're given the name porcupine pufferfish. What do you guys see on the left? What do you guys see? So pufferfish on the left side. Someone saw pufferfish, guys. Look straight ahead by the window, on the window. Puffer the turtle that I saw here a couple minutes ago, like 3 minutes ago. He was swimming really quickly. The striped fish on the shipwreck, the yellow fish with 5 dot stripes, those are called sergeant majors as an officer because of the stripes on his body. And that's the diesel engine as well, one of the diesel engines. It's about the size of a small car, very big diesel engine. Sergeant majors are very common here as well, around the reef. I call them the police of the reef. So if you're swimming too fast, guys, be careful. They'll give you a speeding ticket, okay? Alright. On to our next site. Yeah, Grand Cayman was called Las Tortugas because of so many turtles in Grand Cayman, everywhere we go. We have sea turtles and land turtles, and that's claws, and the sea turtles are fins as well. They can grow up to half my size as well. So that one you saw on the left, that was a baby turtle. They can grow way bigger than that. And it is also the national food of the Cayman Islands. It is called turtle stew. I heard it tastes like chicken. I am a Jamaican, we don't eat turtles. So Cayman is like turtle meat with mashed potatoes and rice and beans on a Sunday. But they can't catch a turtle here because it is a marine park. It's very protected. So we do have turtle farms on the other side of the island, and that's where they have to get the turtles to eat. Yeah. But I'll stick to chicken, guys. I don't like the idea of the turtle. And did you know, turtles are also reptiles, so they cannot breathe underwater. But they can hold their breath between 4 to 7 hours while resting. And while resting, their heart rate significantly slows down to conserve oxygen, and 9 minutes can pass between their beats. So that's a mind-blowing fact about turtles. You will see them coming out of the water to get air for a couple seconds and back down into the water, holding their breath for many hours. It's very, very impressive with the turtle. We're going to be jumping to 20 feet. Alright, so now we're going to be looking for a nurse shark now. So nurse sharks are the couch potatoes of the ocean. They are very docile, very lazy. I'm pretty sure you heard of a nurse shark before. They have very tiny teeth. This is the only shark in the shark family that is very friendly as well. If you provoke it, it will defend itself because it's a shark. So they can grow up to 15 feet long and they love to sleep all the time. So you might see a nurse shark getting his rest on the sun as well. So keep your eyes open, guys. We're jumping deeper to 18 feet. The tiny blue fish on your right side are called blue chromis by the coral. Blue chromis. Blue chromis love to be by the coral. So it's tiny blue ones. Two pufferfish. It is very rare to see them in groups. Very, very rare. They're always by themselves. Two pufferfish on the left side. So that's a sign of good luck, guys. Did you know they're also one of the most poisonous fish in the world? The porcupine pufferfish. Because almost all pufferfish contain tetrodotoxin. And this is a substance that makes them foul tasting and often lethal. And to humans, tetrodotoxin is 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide. So there is enough toxin in one pufferfish to kill 30 adult humans if you eat them. Now some people do eat them, but you have to be a licensed chef to cook them. But it is never worth it, guys. Don't risk your life for a pufferfish. We do have tastier fish in Grand Cayman like a red snapper and mahi-mahis, groupers, tunas, and mackerels. Those are the fish that we eat in Grand Cayman. You might see them during the tour as well, but we can't catch them. And the plant, the coral that looks like a plant are called fire corals. So if you touch the fire coral, it will burn you as well. Keep your eyes open, guys. Pufferfish right side again. So that was our 4th pufferfish, I believe, or 5th. Yeah, there's lots of pufferfish around the reef, guys. One of the most common fish in the reef. There are caves under the corals that most of the fish likes to hide during the nighttime. The daytime, guys, they go sleeping under the caves at night. And thus we do get the green moray and moray eel as well. Because they are green in color and they look like a snake and they have very sharp teeth when you see them, guys. So you might see a moray eel today. Looking for caves as well. You're going to see them gliding on the coral as well. Alright, so there is a boxy object on the sand on your right side. You might see two more on the left side, I believe. So that is a steel cage and it is man-made. And this purpose there is to harvest our corals. Corals spawn twice a year on that steel cage, just like in Forrest Gump. So scientists scuba dive to the steel cage and put a little bit of coral on the steel cage, and then they cultivate the coral and then it grows. Very important steel cage. And you're going to find them all over the reef, guys, because it's serving a huge purpose. Alright, we're going to be jumping off the 30 feet. There's a steel cage coming in a minute. There it is there on the left side. So take your pictures of the steel cage. Right, so we are now crossing the Arizona desert here. As it looks like a desert, it jumps to 35 feet of water. So this is the home of the stingrays. So you're going to see a stingray here again, most likely. Because as I said, you're looking for a worm on the sun that I mentioned earlier, called the garden needles. So they're poking their body out of the sun right now. So I can see some of them right now in the sun as well. They're black in color. So the stingray's mouth is under their body. So it's like a vacuum cleaner. So they like to suck the worm out of the sun using their powerful mouth. Keep your eyes open for a stingray here, guys. It's turtle, right side, a small turtle on the right side by the sun. Small turtle. So take your pictures, guys. Alright, there's two turtles today that we saw. Here comes the second shipwreck, left side, the wreck of the Balboa. The first shipwreck to sunk in Grand Cayman. It will be on the right side as well. So we go night diving here to look for lobsters and crabs that's hiding under the shipwreck. So here comes the bow of the ship. She's in pieces. There are sharks like to sleep here most of the time for some reason. But they love to find big shelters under the ship, right? Alright, here she comes. So this is the shipping lane as well. This is where most cruise ships has their anchor. A couple yards out as well, behind the shipwreck as well. It drops to 80 feet deep of water. So she sunk in the shipping lane. Oh, yeah, that's a moon jellyfish. It's at 95% water, so that's why it's hard to see it. So the Balboa was 225 feet long and 30 feet wide when she sunk on the 9th of November 1932. And this was during hurricane season. And she was delivering wood and lumber from Jamaica to Cayman back and forth. Jamaica's not too far away from here. It's 45 minutes away by plane. So she sunk due to the biggest hurricane known to date in the Caribbean. But there was no name for this hurricane as it was in 1932, and they started naming hurricanes in 1935. And this hurricane sat in Grand Cayman and our sister island Cayman Brac for 52 hours. The winds are gusting 250 miles an hour, and this hurricane killed 109 people on our sister island Cayman Brac. And when the Balboa sank, she split all her cargo off, as the cargo was a complete cargo of wood when the eye of the hurricane was overhead. The captain and the crew made their way back to shore, walking on the woods. Well, you guys may not believe the story, but it's the only one we know, as there no witness when this happened. And when she sunk, guys, she sunk in one piece. But as you can see now, she is laying pieces all over the seafloor. And how did this happen? Because the Balboa sunk in the middle of her main shipping lane. And this was a big hazard for ships passing by. So the government decided to dynamite the ship. He planned 50 pounds of dynamite. So he wrote 50 on a piece of paper, stuck it on his desk for someone to pick it up. But somebody went inside his office when he was not there and added an extra zero on the paper. So that is 500 pounds of dynamite, guys. That caused the ship to float 30 feet into the air and lay in pieces all over the seafloor. He had one job, guys, to mess it up. And what you see below that looks like trees and plants, those are the soft corals, left and right side. They are sea ferns, sea fans, sea feathers. And they also depend on sunlight to grow. Most of the fish like to eat all that plant, the soft coral. Here comes the shipwreck on your right side. Take your pictures, guys. You guys can still hear me in the back? guys might also wonder, where is this lovely white sand is coming from? In fact, our sand is made at 40% of the erosion of the corals and 60% by a fish called a parrotfish. And the parrotfish is a very beautiful color fish, like a parrot, like a bird, and his teeth is also fused together and it looks like a beak. So, as I said, this fish looks just like a parrot. You see them. Everybody see them. And how does this fish make 60% of our sand? So the parrotfish likes to feed on the algae that is growing on the corals. So when, oh, turtle, that's the same turtle on the right again. Stingray on the left side, stingray guys. Stingray on the left. Female stingray. Alright, so the parrotfish likes to feed on the algae that is growing on the corals. So when they feed on the algae, they bite the structure of the coral at the same time with its feet. And what is going into the parrotfish might eventually come out. And what is coming out, guys, is our lovely white powder sand. It feels really soft. One single parrotfish alone can produce about 1,000 pounds of sand per year. And that's about the weight of a baby Grand Piano. So if you guys are on the beach one day in the Caribbean and you're coming from head to toes, just take one moment to realize that you're all covered in parrotfish poop. So now you know the real reason now why sand sticks to your feet. Drugs. So they are very important for the ecosystem. You learned something new today. That's how poop all over your body. Alright, so we're now leaving the desert, guys. So spot for more stingrays before we leave here today. Then we're on to our next site. Special site for you guys. I believe that's a gray snap. That's a hogfish on the right side of the lead. It's on the sand. It's blending to the sand. White in color. Called a hogfish. There's a random tire on the left. We do get eagle rays as well, very similar to a stingray, and they're called spotted eagle ray because they are black with white spots. And they also glide like an eagle when you see them, and they like to leap out the water 5 feet into the air and back into the water they go. They do it all the time. And what do you guys see? A stingray? Right side again. Third stingray on the right side. They're all over the reef, guys. Stingrays are all over the reef. Yeah, so the stingray looks just like the eagle ray looks just like a stingray. But as I said, they're black with white spots. Stingrays have a barb on their tail, just above their tail, that they use to sting. Eagle rays have 6 stings on their tail, so they're much harder to tame. But if they see the submarine, they'll try the submarine really quickly as well. So you spot for a spotted eagle ray as we go. These are blue promise again on the left side, blue promise. Very beautiful. We do get dories. There's a couple dories on the right, if you know that movie called Finding Dory. So they're called blue things. But unfortunately, guys, no Nemos. He's lost again. We can't find him. Yeah. We're coming back to 25 feet. We've now left the desert, guys. So we're all off the Cheeseburger Reef, a couple minutes away. And as we're heading to Cheeseburger Reef, maybe you guys would like to know, wait, why is it called Cheeseburger Reef? It is not because it looks like a giant hamburger. It is because we have a Burger King sitting on shore. The second fast food restaurant built in Grand Cayman after KFC. So before they built the Burger King, Cheeseburger Reef was called Bob Soto's Reef, as this was the person who created the first diving industry in Grand Cayman. He is the father of diving. So as they built the Burger King in 1984, some people didn't like the burgers, still tend to throw their burgers into the water at Cheeseburger Reef, and that's how he gets his name. But it is not allowed anymore because Cheeseburger Reef is a national park. Here we are, guys, we're finally here. The spot for more turtles here. Spot for a tarpon now. So this is a big silverfish. Stainless steel silver in color, very shiny, and it can grow up to 8 feet long. You can find him under the caves as well. So you might want to spot for a tarpon. They are very common in Key West, Florida as well. Sergeant Major is on the right again. Police of the reef, patrolling the reef. There's a tarpon, left side. The tarpon below, big silverfish below. They can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh about 280 pounds. They can live up to 50 years old as well. All these species of fish, tarpons have been around for a very long time as well. They can be found closer to the shore because we feed those guys every 5 p.m. at a restaurant right there. So there will be 30 of those guys closer to the shore. Alright, so we're coming to a special site for you guys today. So we're going to have some groups of fish coming into the windows. They are very well smart, they're very well trained, because there's a merman who's going to jump into the water and feed our friends today. The merman is going to swim around the submarine to your window, and he's going to be surrounded by lots of fish around him. So we feed them 6 times a day on a busy day, so they already know we're coming. So we're coming into their territory right now. The first one that we're feeding, that I mentioned, the sergeant majors. They're going to come to the windows. And there is a second species of fish that you haven't seen as yet. There they are, right side, are called Bermuda chubs. So here they come, guys. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to come back and I'll be back with you guys shortly. So he's going to swim to the left side first and then to the right side. Everybody's going to see them today. The show is about to begin. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, guys, most of them are on the left side, so they're going to come to the right side as well. They are waiting for the merman at the ladder that you see on the side. So they're very smart. So remember, the striped ones are called sergeant majors, and the big ones Bermuda chubs. Yeah, he's putting on his makeup, guys, so it's just give him a second or so.
I love that one. I've seen a couple.
Alright, so they jump into the water to feed our parents.
Hey, there's a pair of fish right there. Yeah. we're saying, I got video.
Here comes the merman, guys. Look to the left and the back. Alright, so as you can see, our friends are going to him, not because of his aftershave, but because he's feeding them burger buns. That's what they love. He is risking his life for your entertainment, guys, so smile and wave in return. Wait, do you want me to open the windows for a better view? Never mind. He's going to swim around the submarine, you're going to see him. Smile and wave, they're eating them slowly. Here he comes, guys, taking pictures, he can see you guys. Smile and wave. Smile and wave. Here comes the merman.
Why is he jumping there? Fish like just slowly going along here. Let's just block the camera for a second. It's funny. Look at those. There's a red one and a blue one. So pretty.
That's the female. Female is white chocolate, and when it gets processed, right, it comes out. So for the female. But the male is special to the female. We always say. Yep.
Oh, dude. Look at that one.
Alright, he's coming to the right side, guys. Smile and wave. He's still alive.
Yeah, look at these dogs.
Yeah, that's the female. They change genders. So female and male. Those are Dories.
I think it's good.
There's the real life equivalent right there, and right there is a parrot. So in a couple hours from now, it's going to be some sand. Then we're to raid right.
There's a lot more going. It's like a bunch of them swarming it.
But those fish would go. Have you ever seen that movie Finding Nemo? Have you ever seen that one? That movie Finding Nemo. Have you ever seen that one? Well, yeah, the fish goes in now.
There's another one, silver fishes. It's just chilling down there. You can barely see him. Yeah. Just chilling down there. That's kind of where the other one was. That's why it was hard to see. Yeah, he's like not moving. It's hard to spot him.
And what they do is they go and eat stuff off the coal from the
What? Try and spot all the fish. Try and spot the stingrays. Try and spot the stingrays. Oh, because there was like one or two that you didn't see.
Alright guys, so the merman is going to return to his ladder. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed the fish feed today. So once you get out of the water, we are going to be heading back to shore, which is 5 minutes away from here. So please make sure, guys, not to leave anything behind, guys. So he's coming out his ladder, so he's going to come out the water now. They're on our way back to the shore.
That'd be funny. Like an eel. Not actually bite it, like trying to
Did you guys know where your cruise ship is anchored? So when we were performing the fish feed, your cruise ship was at the back of the submarine, just a couple yards out. Your cruise ship anchors at 80 feet deep of water, and behind the cruise ship, it drops to 6,700 feet deep. Because we have the drop off, and that is called the Cayman Trench, and it is the deepest part of the Caribbean Sea, and it maxes out at 5 miles deep, which is about 25,000 feet. So that's 7,000 meters. And it stretches to Jamaica as well. And as I said, Jamaica is 45 minutes from here by plane. So that's a scary fact. So the Cayman Trench is between Cayman and Jamaica. And scuba divers go there as well to dive, to see what it looks like. But not me, guys. I was kind of suffering. We're only 2 minutes away from the shore, 3 minutes away. So we're coming in about 50 yards from completing our tour in a minute or so. So I would like to take this moment, guys, to thank everybody on board. I really do hope that you guys enjoy the tour, and maybe also that you've learned something new. And if you guys want to show any sign of appreciation, this means to me and the captain that there is a tip jar on top of the water cooler. And tips are not mandatory, but you're always welcome to appreciate it, guys. Or if you guys have any complaints, just write them on the $50 bill and I'll read them later, okay? No problem. Or also, you can go on tripadvisor.com if you want to rate us. So look for Nautilus on the Sea Tour and mention our names. The captain is Lazarus, my name is Brandon. And if we get good reviews, we get free pizza at the end of the day, because we have a pizza place close to our diving shop. But if you didn't have a good time, my name is Jeffrey, the captain's army. Okay? So please stay in your seat, guys, until we are completely docked. We're 2 minutes away from the shore. I'm going to head upstairs and I will come back downstairs to let you know when you're free to go. And I believe you guys have an island tour today as well, land and sea. So you're going to a place called Hell now, you're going to Hell today. So so your bus will be in the parking lot waiting for you guys. So thank you guys so much.